All right, in our first half hour, we talked about QC Restaurant Week, which starts this upcoming Monday and runs through Sunday, April 13th. But no Restaurant Week talk is complete without talking to a restaurant. It's why we have Mandy Harvey from the Crane and Pelican Cafe in LeClaren today. And of course, Lindsay Rowe from Visit Quad Cities joining us once again. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Lindsay, we'll get to you in a second, but Mandy, you have to explain what you brought in today.
Sure, this is a returning dish to our menu that we just launched on Wednesday. This is our pecan crusted salmon, and I want to kind of assemble it here for you a little bit. So this dish is all about the salty and the sweet. So we start out with, of course, our broiled salmon, and then we add the pecans. There's your salty. Now, when I'm at the restaurant, I'm going to put that in the broiler, warm those nuts, but we're not there.
Right.
So now we're just going to go ahead and put the sweet on, which is this blueberry compote, this delicious blueberry sauce. Adds the sweet, and it's just the perfect complement. It's got some saffron risotto and our green bean almondine, also new on our menu. So very exciting, very delicious. That's going to be 10% off for Restaurant Week.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Your specialty for Restaurant Week is 10% off what? All entrees?
All of my entrees are going to be 10% off all week long, lunch and dinner. You can come in and get any one of my entrees at 10% off. It's a great deal, and I'm doing that in addition to my regular discount. So you can still get a half-price cocktail on Thursday or a half-price bottle of wine on Wednesday. So there's going to be some great deals to be had at my restaurant.
Wednesday might be dangerous for me.
Right? No doubt, no doubt.
And that's not all you got going on. You said you had 2 other new things happening?
Well, we just launched our new menu, and then we are open for lunch as of this week. So we're open from 11 to 2 for lunch, 5 days a week, and those hours are posted on my website at craneandpelican.com.
Oh my gosh. So when it comes to crafting a new menu, where do you start from? Where do you get inspiration from?
Oh, that's a great question. My chef and I put our heads together. We draw from just decades of restaurant experience and from all of our past menus. We like to do a little bit of old and always a little bit of something new too. So it's a joy to put together this delicious food for everybody in the Quad Cities.
I was going to say, that's got to be so much fun, so much
really
creativity.
It's the best. I'm the luckiest person you've ever met.
Oh, I think we are when we get to go eat at Crane and Pelican.
Truth.
Okay, Lindsay, we talked about this a little bit in the first half hour. You have more than 80 restaurants, including Crane and Pelican, participating in Restaurant Week this year?
Yes, so many.
Oh my gosh. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but really explain to me, how important is this restaurant industry as a whole to our Quad City economy?
It's one of the best weeks of the year. You know, it's a way to support your neighbor, you know, and get out. You know, we have small business owners, entrepreneurs, and so it's just a really win-win. You know, you get to have something delicious and you get to support local.
I love
And
it.
you get it at a discount.
Yes,
What a
of
deal.
course.
Everybody wins.
That's what I'm saying. And this year, Visit Quad Cities made it even easier for you to figure out what those discounts are and check off where you've been. What's new this year, Lindsay?
That's right. So this year we're launching our Restaurant Week mobile pass. So you can go to qcrestaurantweek.com and sign up. It's completely free. You don't have to download an app. You can get on there and view all the specials. And new this year, when you go to a restaurant and you check in, you get entered into our giveaway, and so the more places that you check in during Restaurant Week, the more entries you have in a giveaway. It's going to be a huge, wonderful gift basket full of up to $200 of local gift cards, so it's really exciting.
Mandy, can you tell me a little bit, you've done Restaurant Week before. What's the turnout like?
It's great, you know. It really, sometimes it depends on the weather a little bit. I'm looking at you, James. But you know, weather depending, it's a great week, and it's really a great excuse to come out and support small business, local business. So really just, what's wrong with eating out? You know, you don't have to do any dishes. We've got something for the kids too, you know, so bring the whole family to every restaurant in the Quad Cities. There's so many great restaurants.
There are so many great restaurants, and I'm curious, you know, as you run your own, what kind of things when you eat at other restaurants around town do you find inspiration in, or think, oh my gosh, that's a really good idea?
Yeah, I love to look at how other restaurants operate and how they run, and also to take note of what they're doing right and sometimes what they're doing wrong. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I love eating out as well.
Exactly. Okay, so both of you, I have to ask, when you guys go eat out, what are the things that you look for on the menu? What are some of your favorite local dishes?
I am a steak person, so I love steak. I'm a filet person, so I like to go straight to the top for the most expensive dish on the menu. That's my secret. How about you?
You know, I'm also a steak girl, but a lot of times I just love a bar and grill.
Yes.
So just something more casual, a good cheeseburger, a good wrap, maybe a seltzer or two. So that's my vibe.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling these guys in commercial that my favorite food is a BLT, and then they had to inform me that Crane and Pelican has an amazing BLT.
Oh my gosh, a black garlic BLT
Oh,
is on our new spring and summer menu. Oh, you got to come try it.
I know, I'm contemplating leaving work. Perfect. Perfect. Ladies, thank you both so much for stopping by today. I am so appreciative, and I cannot get over how good the salmon dish smells, Mandy.
Yay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
For you guys at home, we made it easy for you. We have all 82 participating restaurants listed for you at WQAD.com. All you got to do is click on the As Seen on TV tab at the top of the homepage. James?